Hi there! Well, today's video is just going to be a very informal channel chat. I like to do these every once in a while, and I realized I hadn't done this since around the beginning of June, so I decided it was time to sort of put some of my thoughts together and just sort of bring you up to speed on life updates and channel updates and some plans and get your feedback and different things like that. So instead of making this some really bizarre stream of consciousness, I actually did write a little list of notes here on my planner so that I can go over some things and maybe put a little bit of structure to this video somehow. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive in. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is Facebook. I actually have a Facebook page now. I really just never had any interest in having one, and honestly I still don't really have an interest in having one, but it just seems like I'm the only one that doesn't. So I finally caved into the pressure and posted a Facebook page. I think it went live around sometime in July, maybe mid-July. So if you're feeling especially charitable and you'd like to go over there and give me a like, I would really appreciate it. I did want to mention that it is a public figure page. That's how I've categorized it because I had to choose something. But I did want to say that I in no way think of myself as some sort of public figure or celebrity, but it just seems like that's what everyone that has a channel is sort of categorizing themselves in that way. So that's what I did, just to, again, go with the flow. So anyway, but if you feel like you'd like to go over and give me a like, I would really appreciate it. I'm still learning how to use it. I really don't have any idea what I'm doing, and I'm hoping to add some more value over there so you'll actually have a reason to want to like my page over there. Right now, a lot of what I'm doing is just bringing over videos and things like that and posting them there as well. So I don't know if people have a preference to follow on Facebook versus YouTube or what have you, but in any case, I have the page, so it's there if you are interested. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is just some upcoming videos and plans and things like that. As always, I would love your feedback, any video requests that you have or anything that you'd like to see from me. You were really helpful to me back in June when you gave me some video ideas, and hopefully I've fulfilled some of that a little bit. I did do some vlogs over the summer. I just can't see myself really vlogging on a really regular basis because I think that I would put everyone to sleep. I just don't have that interesting of a life that I feel like I want to bring you something. But if I do have something coming up from time to time, I'm not opposed to sharing that in any way. It's just that I don't always feel like I have things that are worth sharing. So, but as you know, little things come up here and there, if I feel like there's something that it might be fun to bring you along, I will certainly do that. And I'm trying to think, there were some other specific requests, but basically I've just been trying to listen to what it is that you're wanting to see from me and sort of accommodating that when I can. I do have some skincare routines coming up. I think next week I'm planning on filming an AM and PM skincare routine, and I'm thinking of posting that like Tuesday, Thursday. So Tuesday will probably be the AM and then Thursday the PM, so I'll get those. I also have been getting a lot of requests for more recipes and meal planning and things like that. So I'm trying to figure out what the best way to bring you those kinds of videos would be. I'm probably going to do like maybe how I put together a grocery list, what my thought process is when I'm doing my meal planning and sort of making the grocery list, maybe showing you some different things that I send with my husband for his meals and things like that. So I thought I would put a little bit more thought into that, but I'm just trying to figure out a way to bring it to you that wouldn't be like sort of disjointed and things like that. So if you have any requests along those lines, please do let me know those as well. Sometimes I have ideas about things that I want to share, but you may have some things also that you're interested in seeing that might be helpful to you, so that's appreciated. I do have some more reviews coming up. I've been really enjoying the Naked 2 Basics palette, so I'm planning on doing that. I'm thinking about maybe doing a Get Ready With Me and just sort of showing how I do that, so I might be doing that at some point. I have a couple other products I've been trying out, one that I'm sort of excited to bring you, but I've still been testing it, kind of figuring out the best way to use it for myself as well. So that's coming up, and I think that is everything that I sort of have on my mind that I'm going to be sharing. Of course, just the favorites and things like that I always do. Okay, the next thing I want to talk to you about. Now, this is something that I really was sort of, I don't know if reluctance is the right word, but just sort of wasn't really sure if this is something that I wanted to bring up or not, because I really didn't know if there would be an interest, but I'm going to go ahead and just sort of put it out there. I've had my channel for a while now. I guess it's been about 1.5 years, and I've never done a Q&A type of video. My good friend Elle just did one, and she was actually sort of surprised at the amount of questions and things that she did get. We both sort of talked that we weren't really sure if anybody would have any questions for us if we were to do something like that, and she did get a lot of really great feedback. So I thought, well, maybe maybe I'll do that and put it out there. And so what I was thinking is that if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below and I will do the best that I can to answer them. And sort of what my thought was that if you have enough questions where it would warrant a video, I'll go ahead and film a video, you know, answering those questions. And then if you don't, if you're like, no, we're all good, we don't care, whatever, if it's just, you know, 1 or 2 questions, then maybe I'll just include that in a segment in a favorites video or something like that so it doesn't take up a whole video. So I'll just sort of base that on what questions you may or may not have for me. So I can't promise that I'll answer every question, but I really am open to answering, you know, some questions that you have or whatever. So feel free to ask what you'd like, or if you do want to know anything else about me. I think that's another one of those things that, you know, it's kind of, I don't really know what anyone has an interest in, so I never really think to share some things, but I'm not necessarily opposed to it. So again, just leave those down below and then we'll sort of go from there. The next thing that I wanted to mention to you is I'm sort of thinking over the idea of doing a blog sale at some point. I realize I've got some palettes and things. I've been doing the Flash Beauty videos, and I have a couple palettes that I like, but maybe I don't use all the time, or just different things in my collection that I think might be of some value, especially if I can sell them at a discount to people. So let me know what your interest in something like that might be. I'm thinking if I do it, it might be, you know, October, November, something like that. I've never done one before, so I really don't know a lot about it. More than likely it would end up on my La Beauty Bag blog or something like that, but I just want to make sure that I do it for one, the right way, and make sure that, you know, everyone's not unhappy at the end of it. So that's just something that's sort of been on my mind that's a possibility. The other thing that I wanted to mention to you is that my husband actually started a YouTube channel and he's having a lot of fun with it. So I wanted to mention it here in the event that some of you might have an interest, or probably more your husbands or something like that, but he collects the pre-built die-cast models, mostly airplanes, helicopters, and things like that. He's really interested in aviation and hobbies and things like that. So he started a little channel just to share his die-cast model collection. So he sort of goes over each one and goes into detail and shows really detailed pictures and things like that. So his channel is Dala Hobbies, and I will put a link to that below, and hopefully right here on the screen you'll see Dala Hobbies. But if you want to go check that out, I know he would certainly appreciate it. If you know anyone, any of the men in your life have an interest in something like that, he's really working very hard to get very good detailed videos and always working to improve it, and just mostly for fun. He's just, that's a passion of his and these things, and he just loves looking at them and talking about them and sharing his collection. So that is that. And then I kind of already touched on this, but just video requests. As always, I love to know what you are interested in seeing. So if you just want to leave me video requests, things that maybe I haven't touched on, or that I don't have plans for right now, if you'd like to see something, I will try to accommodate those requests. So just leave those down below. And let's see, life updates. Nothing. I don't think I really have anything. We don't have any trips coming up. We don't have any major plans on the horizon. I did get some new appliances recently, so I've been so excited about that. I switched from a very old electric range into a gas range, and I think in the beginning it was sort of like learning to cook all over again, but it has been fantastic. I got a new dishwasher, a range, and a microwave. We did it all at once. I already had a newer refrigerator, so really been enjoying that. Been interested in doing a lot more cooking and things, which is why I'm also thinking about maybe more food related videos and things like that. Let's see what else. We bought a mattress this past weekend, so that's very exciting. I was actually doing my own research when we were trying to think about buying a mattress, and I had a really hard time finding some reviews and things. So I actually am considering doing a video when we have our mattress delivered next week, and maybe showing it to you, and then doing a, I don't know, like a 1-week review, and then maybe 6 month and 1 year, something like that, just in case anyone else is having the same troubles that we are. It's a tricky thing buying a mattress because they're all listed under different names at different stores and things like that. So anyway, those are just some life things that are going on. Trying to think. My husband's been working a lot lately, so I've been kind of just doing video stuff and channel stuff and things like that, and can't think of anything else too terribly exciting to share, so that's sort of my life update, I guess. So yeah, I think that that's it. Those are probably all the main points I wanted to touch on before I ramble on with this any further. So again, just leave your I don't know if they're frequently asked questions because you haven't asked them frequently, but if you have any questions for me, leave those down below, and then we'll go from there and decide whether or not this is going to be a whole video or just, you know, a couple of answered questions in another video, and your, let's see, your video requests, and I think that's it. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I know I always tell you this, but I do sincerely mean it. You have so many different choices of channels to watch, and there are so many wonderful men and women making videos on YouTube, and I always appreciate it when you take the time to watch mine, because I know you certainly don't have to when you have busy lives with lots of things going on. And so when you take a few minutes to watch and leave me a comment and support or even constructive criticism or whatever it is, I just appreciate that you took the time to do it, because I know that you don't have to. So I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.